Hey guys, welcome back to Mod Pop Thrift. My name's Tom, full-time eBay reseller and a stay-at-home dad for my 6 children. It is 9:30 at night and I'm just now getting an opportunity to start shipping stuff. And I have 17, 19 that have to go today. So obviously those are going to get packed and labeled tonight and go in the mail tomorrow. But I think I have 24 or something. Not a great day of sales today, but it's been picking up. I'm a little bit flush on videos, so you guys might not be seeing this for a couple of days. For me, it is, I don't even know, Wednesday? Yeah. No, it is Tuesday. And you guys probably won't see this for a couple of days. Anyway, probably like Friday. All right, guys. Well, it is well after 11 p.m. now, and I've finally got my internet to connect so that I can print labels. I don't remember where I got this Canon XT camera or TX camera, but I had it for a long time in the death pile, and I sold it as I sold it as used in need of repair, but not listed as parts not working. So I got it as a return, and I took the return and then it sold again. I listed it for 20, maybe $35, and somebody came at me at 20 and I came back at 25, and it's going to Honolulu's Hawaii. Parts not working this time. So I'm basically just trying to get it to move to bring some revenue in. I'm sure that after a return and free shipping to Honolulu, I am not making money on that one. These, I picked up 100 of these little packets. I'll put them up on the screen. They're swirly, very decorative Christmas ornament hooks. And I got some in gold and some in silver. I think these are the last silver ones. And so 2 packs sold together for $14 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $21.05 for 48. So they're paying like 50 cents, 40 cents a piece for those hooks. That's nuts. Those are the only things that I have pulled right here. I was having internet issues with something getting disconnected inside. 6 children. It's fantastic. I love them. But sometimes there's issues that get caused that wouldn't get caused if I didn't have as many children. Anyway, we're overcoming these hurdles, and I'm using this phone as a hotspot and a camera, and my brother's texting me, and I'm doing eBay, and I'm watching YouTube all at the same time. So I'm not going to drag you around the shop and find those pieces. I'm just going to bring them back to you. Yeah, so hang tight a minute. These hands came in a box of toy parts that I bought for $2.50, like a little box that you would divide fishing pieces, tackle kind of stuff. And there were a handful of pieces that had like Arnold Schwarzenegger sculpt heads from the Terminator, like several different head sculpts to swap for your action figure. Anyway, and I paid $2.50 for the whole thing, and I listed a bunch of these little different things like this. I sold those heads for $15. I think it was $15 for the 2, but so I made money a long time ago. I've sold a couple of other small pieces. I about lost these and threw them on the ground because I thought my bubble wrap was cut and it wasn't quite cut. Anyway, I had them listed for $6.99 and they've been listed forever, and somebody sent me a $4 offer. That's good enough for me. pretty darn easy to protect them and stick them in an envelope. These batteries are burnt out batteries that I found in a toy that was exclusive to Toys R Us, or Toys R Us branded batteries. And the toy sold, but I put the burned out batteries up just on a lark, just to see. And they sold for $6 free shipping. Was that worth doing? Probably not. But I did it. And it is did. You see a picture of them. They're dead batteries. Dead batteries will sell. This is not the first or the fifth time I've sold dead batteries on this channel. Me and Caleb just had a dead battery from an old camera a couple weeks ago. You can sell dead batteries. They're not super valuable. They're really slow to move. But if you get the right ones, sometimes they really can be something. And they're kind of neat. It's better than throwing them away, right? Actually, I have 2 of these in my store. Vintage Disney store tag. Same size, same shirt. You can see it has Mickey in the like design of the fabric woven in. It's a men's medium vintage polo, sold for $17 plus shipping. Took forever to sell. I wouldn't buy them again, but I found 2, and I remember thinking, oh, I don't even need to comp this one because the other one was worth buying that I found last week, so this one must also be worth buying. And it's not like they're worthless. It's not like they didn't sell, but took a while to get one of them. We'll see if the other one ever does. This here Teletubby sold new with tag for $12. Free shipping. I got it from a yard sale at the beginning of the summer. And it's new old stock. They don't sell for much. I can't find it. It is not in the box that it says it's in. So we'll see if I come up with it. This I paid $2 a piece for a bunch of shirts, and I just regretted it immediately. It's probably been a year. 2XL Animal Crossing is at New Leaf at Horizons. It's like the periodic table. It's a 2X shirt. Sold for $14.99 plus shipping, which is a pretty good price for a used shirt to be $14.99 plus shipping. Dilbert, if you're from the 90s, you may remember when Dilbert was a thing. Very popular character back then, created by Scott Adams, who created a lot of the text-based role-playing games that were really popular in the 80s. Anyway, I paid $40 for 3 masks, so like $13.33. And one of them sold already. The Jar Jar Binks one sold for like $50. This one sold for $30 plus shipping, so the buyer's all in at $41. And I still have a really dorky looking Jurassic Park mask, but it just got listed last week. So it might still sell yet once it's been ruminating listed for a little while. This sold on an offer for $9.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $17. It's a Banana Republic brand Pearl Snap shirt, men's large. We're gonna get there, folks. It is 10 minutes till midnight. Paid 50 cents for Tinkerbell. Disney pins do really, really well. Comp them if you're going to spend any real money. I spent 50 cents on that. Sold for $7.96, so $8. Buyers all in at $13.84. I spent 50 cents a piece on these books, which puts me at $3 in for Imagination Station from Adventures in Odyssey. And there is 654321. There's 6 in the series. I don't know how many are in the series, but we got the first 6, and that's better. If you can start with 1, it is better to have these big runs, whether you have the whole series or not. I mean, having an entire series is probably almost always best. Paid $2 for this guy. I think $2.50. You can kind of still see where it was marked into the top. $11.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in at 22. And I've had this one since the beginning of the summer. This sign, let's make sure I only sold quantity 1. Yes. Bought a bunch of these, like a bunch, 40 or something. Different ones. Exit, no fishing, no panhandling, room for rent. I paid $7 for the whole lot. This one, they're selling slowly. That one sold for $10 plus shipping. And to pick this up on Whatnot, I think I paid too much for it. It is Keys to the Kingdom. If you find this in the wild and it's a video game it's a, priced with regular board games, $3-4, it's worth picking up because of the parts can be worth something. Like the guy sold this as complete. It's not missing any parts. And I suppose in some respect that is technically true. It isn't missing any pieces. It is missing the instruction manual. And there are 2 specific, what are they called? Hazard handbook and adventure instructions. And buying those pieces, like if I were to try to just buy those and make it complete, they would have cost me $15. So I sold it as is, and it sold for $30 free shipping. I had it forever. I bought it off of Whatnot, off a buyer that I don't buy from. I unfollowed and don't go to his shows anymore. He was doing estate sale auctions, and I was getting lots of good stuff. But then I got a whole bunch of baseball hats, and they all looked fantastic. And I got them, and they smelled so much like old man hair oil that it was pungent. And I don't have a strong sense of smell. And I was like, hey, wife, are these as bad as I think they are? And she's like, yeah, these are not saleable like this. And I couldn't find a trick to get the smell out. And that was one order. And my next order was this thing that I bought. And it was like, so the hats looked good, but he didn't disclose the smell. And this thing, he said, was complete and it was missing the instructions. So I quit showing up at those shows. But I'm still buying a little bit here and there off of Whatnot. I've gotten packages every day this week from Drew Profit Monsters, Shannon Fama, who is fantastic. Never had a problem with an order from Shannon. And I'm sure if I did, she would just make it right because she's awesome. I ordered from Deals to Steals. And just a whole bunch of stuff that I found this show, and I was like, this is really fantastic stuff. And some of it was going super high, and I managed to get in on some stuff. And then today, I spent a lot of money on one particular auction, but I got a Chicago, the band Chicago, a 90s tour all over print shirt that's it's got to be, the only listed one is $295. I hesitate to believe almost any shirt is worth that much, but to me, it's $125 all day. It's definitely worth that. It's an XL, fantastic shirt. I paid $10. So then I hung out in the auction because I won some other stuff. Some Marilyn Manson stuff from the 90s, which I'm not a huge fan of, but is really profitable, tends to be. And some just a lot of weird stuff. She had a lot of 25 cars, and 5 of them were Red Lines and 3 of them were Pixar. So that totally different. But both of them you can lot together and sell for good money. And the whole thing went for $10, and I'd already paid shipping. So anyway, I done good at that auction. So that stuff will be coming in. So I'm not done buying from Whatnot, but sometimes you get burned. That video, anyway, Key to the Kingdom is a board game that's worth $50, $60, $70 in really, really nice condition. If you find it, great. If it's incomplete, it will still sell, or you can sell the parts. And 4 remaining. This is another one of these hats I paid $1.50 for. They still have the tag on them for $17.99. and it sold for $12 free shipping. We've had those a long time. They sat in the death pile a long time because we bought them early summer and I just didn't get to them quick. Katy Caterpillar. I have seen this a bunch of times. I've never seen it with both of its tags on it. Still not tremendously valuable. $15 free shipping. I think this came from the Everything's a Dollar sale. I would have paid $1. And it's pretty neat. But they're not tremendously valuable. And you find it like that Kodak green plush that I saw at Menards Goodwill today. It's just not that valuable. And it has all the earmarks of a plush that should be worth something, but it just isn't. Valvoline snapback vintage hat. It's white. It's generic. I think this I got from the McDonald's manager that I got a bunch of hats for. I wouldn't have paid much for it wherever it came from. Sold for $11.50 free shipping. I paid $7.99 for this, and I thought it was the bee's knees, and it was not as valuable as I thought it was going to be. And it took a long time to sell, but it is very cheaply made. It is just almost garbage. Quality, superior leather garments. If this claims to be genuine leather, and I don't know that it does, it is just trash leather. Like, it is, but it's Wonder Woman like cosplay. And it sold international, size medium. Desiree picked this up. Planet Hollywood. You'll notice that it says Planet Hollywood Orlando in the listing. Maybe that's why I had a little trouble selling it. Sold for $22 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $31. But had I listed it with the correct city, perhaps a buyer that wanted it could have found it easier, and it would have sold faster. So that's my dumb. You remember My Buddy and Kid Sister, right, from the 80s? Well, they inspired a Cricket and her brother Charlie, maybe? And Charlie and Cricket talk. Like, there's a motor in here and her mouth moves up and down. And like on the same principle as Teddy Ruxpin, it reads tapes. And this came with one tape, and it kind of worked, but it kind of didn't. So I listed it as not working for parts. Her brother ended up essentially becoming Chucky. Like, the voice actor who does the tapes for her brother doll did the voice acting for the good guy doll in the movie that became Chucky. And it's really, really just close looking. So if you find Cricket, she's pretty good. If you find her brother, whose name escapes me and I've put up on the screen by now, images and his name, he's really, really good because Child's Play horror fans want that thing. This one I paid $7 for, and it was just in a black trash bag at a yard sale. And it took me forever to get it listed, and I listed it for $69.99 and took a free shipping and took a $50 offer, and the buyer paid just now, just like an hour ago. So that's gonna go to them, and that's the whole thing. That's everything that sold that I need to get shipped before tomorrow. So that's gonna do it. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, following, clicking the bell, all the things that you do. We'll see you on the next one.